The risks from technocrime are already bigger than you may realize, and these crimes will touch every person and organization in ways that you probably haven't even imagined yet. Technology is also giving the crooks new tools to make their jobs easier. But it can also give investigators new opportunities and skills that can make you more successful, as long as you take the time to learn about how the criminals are already using technology. We follow many different types of technocrime that you may come across in future investigations. Some of these areas include things like darknets, which are parts of the internet that you may not know much about. Darknets aren't completely evil places used only by criminals and terrorists, in spite of what some people want you to believe. But how well do you understand what these networks are and what they aren't? Yes, there is some criminal activity on these dark nets. People buy and sell drugs, every type of weapon, forged identification and other documents, and there's even counterfeit currency for sale. You'll see stolen financial and credit information and even hacking tools. Think of these sites as an equivalent to Amazon for crime. The Internet of Things is another technology where everything will be connected and always watching or listening and collecting data. Is your new smart home controller, like an Amazon Echo or a Google Home, always listening to you and collecting data about you? And did you know that today we even have connected toys that can interact with the kids that are playing with them? Some of them, like dolls, can even carry on a conversation with the child playing with the toy. But what if someone else intercepts this signal and takes it over remotely? Is there a possibility that one of these new connected devices could be hacked and then used to break into your home or office network? How do you think this new internet technology can change not only how crimes are committed, but how you'll conduct your investigations in the future? Another technology that we watch are virtual currencies like Bitcoin, which you've probably heard of. But did you know that there are thousands of other cryptocurrencies that could also be used in criminal transactions? Cryptocurrencies are being used today to transfer money internationally, and this new technology has even been involved in other cases like kidnapping as a new way to demand a ransom payment that's harder to trace. Have you ever thought about how many of our medical devices today are connected to a network? And did you know that most of these connected devices have already been hacked? What do you think could go wrong if a pacemaker or a cardio defibrillator is hacked? And if your connected MRI machine in your local hospital is hacked, would this give a hacker access to all the data stored on the hospital computer network? Many people today don't realize that cars come with a lot of built-in technology, but with very little security. Have you ever thought about whether someone could use this to hack your car? It's fairly easy and inexpensive to build or buy equipment that can open the lock on a vehicle or steal the electronic signal from a key fob. And we've also seen cases where the acceleration and the braking systems of a car can be controlled from miles away. You've probably heard about self-driving or autonomous cars, which will be the next step in this technology. But with this added sophistication, how confident will you be that these vehicles will be secure? Another technology that we're interested in is robotics. Do you think there's a possibility that a robot could ever commit a crime? If robots are controlled by software and a wireless signal without proper security, what could go wrong? Well, think about the possibility of a company's industrial robots suddenly stopping work for no reason. Or an alternative possibility that the robots could unexpectedly start doing things that could cause damage or injury. Someday might you have a robot in your home to do household chores or help with the care for your children or older relatives. What could go wrong if these robots are hacked? Today, most of us have at least one mobile device. Do you know the potential security and privacy risks from these devices? When you download a new app onto your mobile device, do you know everything it can do or what data it can access? Did you read the app's terms of service, or did you just click to agree without really understanding what you were agreeing to? Are all of your mobile devices protected against malware? Because mobile devices are really powerful computers, and they deserve to be and need to be protected just like a computer. Do you ever use free public Wi-Fi to connect to the internet without knowing the risks of using an unsecure signal? The internet that we use today is not very secure, but the next version of the internet is likely to be a lot different than the technology we have today. This next version of the internet will probably be a network where all of your data is fragmented, meaning it's broken into little pieces and individually encrypted, with the various pieces of data scattered and stored on many different land or space-based devices. With this new type of network, where will your electronic evidence be, and how will you find it and preserve it? Another big problem that we look at today is ransomware. If you don't know about ransomware, here's how it works. Suddenly one day, all of your business and your personal data has been encrypted by hackers using ransomware, which is a type of malware. They demand payment in a cryptocurrency that's difficult, if not impossible, to trace, and in return for that, they promise that they'll give you access to your data. Are you ready with backups that you can use to get your data back, or will you pay the ransom and hope the hackers will restore your data? Government agencies, cities, police departments, hospitals, and even individuals have already been attacked using ransomware, and this problem really continues to grow today. How would you handle a ransomware investigation? And what would you tell your clients or your victims to do? Now, what can we do to prepare for technocrime investigations? Do you think we have enough digital forensics investigators to handle these cases? And are we ready to look through the exploding volume of electronic data that's doubling almost every year? The increasing sophistication of technology will probably require that we have specialist investigators to handle those types of technologies. And how will you find these specialists that you need for any investigation? How many of the issues that we've talked about did you know of? But we also need to think about other technologies and what might be coming next. I believe that technocrimes will transform the investigations, auditing, and security professions into something completely different than we have today. But the first step is to realize how big the problem already is. The second step is to start talking about the new solutions we'll need to deal with the technocrimes of the future. We have a blog on our website that'll give you more details about these and other technocrime areas that we're thinking about and watching. Just follow the link and you'll go directly to the blog, where you'll find more information. Our goal at the Techno-Crime Institute is to drive and inspire the evolution of investigations. Evolve with us. Just one more thing. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel so you'll be notified when we post a new video.